His way in Toronto. Welcome to Rogers Center. It's time for MLB The Show's Game of the Week. It's the Kansas City Royals and the Toronto Blue Jays. And this is the rubber match, Siggy.
And these games can really shape your season, Boog. You always want to come through when you have a chance to win a series. That'll boost confidence amongst the entire organization.
And we'll be back with the first pitch right after this. All right, first pitch coming up. And today's starter, Paul Blackburn. And Singy, it's unique these days, but he's more of a pitch-to-contact type of guy.
Yeah, Boogie, he doesn't rely too heavily on the strikeout. He knows he needs to miss barrels, get some soft contact, let the defense do work behind him. And I think a guy like that can keep a good tempo, don't give hitters time to adjust or think. They could move through a ball game, and you look up, they're in line for a quality start. We'll see what he's got in this one.
And it's 1-1. Swing and a miss, and he got him to chase.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Fouls it off, still 1-2.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Missed with a changeup. Now 2-2. Got him. And there's one down. And now the center fielder, Carson Roccaforte, 9th in the American League in batting average.
There we go.
Swing and a ball ripped right field, and that one back, and that one is gone. He leaves the yard to right. It's 1-0. He absolutely feasts on right-handed pitching and devours that one for a homer.
And you can see that's what he expects of himself at bat after at bat. He's that confident. With a low 90s fastball, you have to live on the edges and hit your spots. If you don't, you'll get hit hard. Really good swing there. Patient and waited for it. It was like BP all over again.
Now here's Bobby Witt Jr. He's sitting on 99 career homers. We'll see if this is the moment to notch number 100. The 1-0. There's a swing and a drive. Say
there we go.
To that one.
Shit, y'all been talking about number 100.
Back-to-back
Shit,
homers.
there it is right there.
That's a special one. 100 career homers.
Damn,
and they add on. It's 2-0.
Back-to-back jacks, and this club is fired up right now, Boog. I mean, this is the kind of thing where you really start to notice hitters in a lineup feeding off each other, and the collective confidence just continues to grow.
And now it's Salvador Perez to the plate. 0-1. Perez went deep twice in his last game.
Excuse me.
1 out, bases empty. Close one, doesn't get the call. And it's a ball and a strike. That one down the line, and that's a foul ball. Bloop behind second. He's got it, and there's 2 away. And here now, the lineup for the Royals. This is a ball club that can really slug. Lots of homers, lots of extra base hits. And Chris, that, of course, a huge part of success in the standings for this group.
Already went yard
if you're
twice,
be successful
back
in
to
today's
back.
game, you've got to be able to hit the ball over the fence. Just defensively, very hard to find the holes. And when you're talking about pitchers, coming out of the bullpen, throwing 95 and above, very difficult. It's hard to string together 2, 3, 4 hits to score those runs. So definitely critical to hit those homers, get the extra base knocks, and that's exactly what they've been doing.
And it's even up. Now, power is such a big part of the success that we see with the good teams in the league right now, and even in the postseason. Swing and a foul out of play. 2 outs, base is empty. Goes down looking for the strikeout. A controversial called strike 3 to
that's
end
bullshit.
the inning. But 2 round trippers in this inning.
Bullshit.
The long ball was working. It's now a 2-0 ball game. You're watching Major League Baseball. Back here with my pal Singy. And today's starter, Cole Reagans. And Singy, we were talking earlier about how he's doing a great job navigating through tough spots.
I've just been so impressed with when it seems like there's more pressure, he's more calm and settles in. He's done an incredible job with runners in scoring position. Most guys, they get a little tight, they start to aim the baseball, but for some reason, he gets looser, the ball comes out of his hand with more life, and he's able to wiggle off the hook of tough situations and get his team back in the dugout.
Swing and a line drive and a base hit up the middle. Just kind of sliced that one into center. Bo Bichette up to the dish. 2 for 10 in the series. Just missed. Reagans, an all-star a season ago. He features a 4-seam fastball, a changeup, a slider, a cutter, and he occasionally uses a curve. Next offering in there for a strike. And the count even 1-1. Runner at first with no outs here.
That's a great take right there. Even though it's a strike, with the situation, runner on first base, you want to keep the ball off the ground. And you swing at that pitch, most likely you roll into a double play.
Just misses the mark outside the zone.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. Cuts on it and misses. That's a strikeout. Tied him up on a fastball inside.
Well, getting a good look at the pitcher here in the first inning isn't a bad thing. I know he struck out, but you can live with that as long as the other hitters.
There goes the runner. There's a ball.
Ah, damn.
Transfer bobbled, and there's no throw. And a foul ball.
Well, the best way to shake off yesterday's struggles is to get on the board early. They've got a guy in scoring position.
Oh.
Now this one is hammered.
We tied this bitch up. We got us a game.
And we are tied. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. goes deep. His 23rd of the year, and we're level. It's 2-2.
He's going to the plate with a ton of confidence lately, and he's getting the results to back it up. No doubt, those 2 things feed off one another.
Anthony Santander stands in now and watches strike 1. Next pitch is downstairs. Santander launched a homer in his most recent game. Fastball for a strike. And that's downstairs and outside. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. That's out number 2. Ernie Clement next up for the Blue Jays. First pitch just misses. Bases empty, 2 away, but 2 runs are in here in the 3rd and final game of the series. Foul ball. Just missed.
Well, lots of pitches thrown in this first inning. It's kind of that nightmare scenario for starting pitching. But you know what? It's still early enough. He can settle in. He can get some length if he just cleans up his mechanics a little bit.
Swing
and a miss. Struck him out. That K is his 3rd of the game. The Jays get a pair on this homer. 2-2 game. We head to the 2nd in MLB The Show's Game of the Week. Back now in Toronto. Top of the 2nd. Now it's the rookie DH, Maurice Phelps. Blackburn back to work.
A lot of folks believed he could make an early impact this year, and that's exactly what he's done. Lots of extra base hits, and his confidence seems to be growing with every game he plays. Umpiring behind the plate for us today, Boog, is Mike Fillmore, and he is a good one. He'll reward pitches on the edges a little bit, but the main thing is he doesn't keep you guessing. Once he establishes that a pitch is a strike, it stays that way.
1-2 now. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. And that just misses. And there's a ball. That one misses. So a leadoff walk.
Well, he tried to nibble right there and just missed his spot. Hitter didn't offer at it. Now he has somebody to worry about over at first.
Hunter Renfroe at the plate.
And
that one is lifted in the air.
Lucky.
And George makes the grab. 1 down. Now the third baseman.
Not getting the results he's wanted at the plate recently. Only 2 hits over the last 5 games.
Move over to first. Try to keep him close. Grounder might be 2. The flip. There's 1. No. To first, not in time. Great effort there.
Oh, shit.
Jonathan India at the plate. There's a line drive to left field. That's a base hit. And now 2 aboard. So the lineup flips over. Dairon Blanco steps in for the Royals. Struck out swinging his first time. And that one fouled off.
He gave up a couple of runs in the first. His offense picked him up. It's time for him to settle in now and throw up some zeros on that scoreboard.
Yeah, that's fouled off. Got
Damn.
him. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one.
Bullshit.
Back here at Rogers Center. Now it's the veteran outfielder.
Yeah, that's your
George
punk
Springer.
ass Springer, man.
And that is downstairs. 1-0. Springer, multi-time All-Star, 35 years old, a former first-round pick back in 2011.
1-1.
You can rob me, dude. That ball should have went over your head.
Ready to fire now. Springer tries to hold up, appeal to first, and that's going to be ruled a swing. Fights that one away, still 1-2. Good eye in that spot.
That's where you want it. It's a good miss.
Next one misses, and now 3-2.
He's really tightening up his hitting zone with 2 strikes here. I love it.
Battling here as he fouls it away. On the ground to the left, and it goes just foul. Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2. The wind and the pitch. In the air, out towards right center. And
good
there's
shit,
one
rock
away.
rent, bro.
Davis Schneider next up for the Blue Jays.
Really strong hitting performance recently. Currently owns a 7-game hitting streak.
That's in there. Strike one. Tied up here in the early going. And that's in for a strike. And a foul ball, he stays alive. Next pitch inside. Now 1-2. Fouled off, and they'll do it again.
Get up out of here.
Miss, and he struck him out. Make it 4 strikeouts for him on the bump today.
Well, he hadn't seen that changeup the entire at bat until that put-away pitch, and it's pretty tough to deal with as a hitter. You're up there battling, trying to read and react with 2 strikes, and then all of a sudden the pitch comes out of nowhere, and it's a good changeup. It's just almost impossible to hit it when you haven't seen it.
On the corner for a strike. 0-2 now.
This strong second inning is a confidence builder for him, a relief for his manager. Doesn't have to get into that bullpen quite as early.
Good hustle, India.
In time. This play doesn't cost them. Inning over. 2 innings in the book, and it's 2-2. Back at the ballpark, and in this series it has been ugly on the mound as we look at the numbers. And a foul ball. The 0-2. And down on strikes.
Damn, man, that's bullshit. That's bullshit.
Well, they're trying to be aggressive, that's for sure. Hacking at those first 2
bullshit.
pitches, but clearly that last one fooled him. He could have been sitting on something else entirely, but you want to be able to adjust on 0-2 and at least get a swing off when it's in the zone. Maybe choke up, maybe spread out your stance a little bit. You got to give the guy credit on the mound, though. He went right after him.
Swing and a miss, and he was fooled.
You know, Boog, this is a player with some serious speed. In 2023, he became the first player in 20 years to record 2 infield hits and an inside-the-park home run in the same game.
Springer on the move. 2 away. Next is the Royals catcher, Salvador Perez. 0 for 1 so far. Foul ball there. Swings through that one.
He normally does damage on that pitch in that location. Just a swing and a miss there. I don't think you want to throw it again, though.
Swings and misses. And a nice inning of work there as he sets him down.
Oh my goodness.
And welcome back to the
That's
ballpark.
that's why I
Set
wish
for the
you didn't
bottom
give
of
up
the
that
third.
2-run
And now
jack
for the
raggers,
Jays,
boy.
Christian Bethancourt. And that is in for a strike.
0-1.
Well, these Blue Jays doing a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way, and I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of them. They're doing a good job of working the pitch count, and they've been able to push a couple of runs across to score as well.
Swing and a miss as he was late.
Still relatively early, but with the pair of runs already on the board, the ripple effect of that high pitch count might set them up to do more damage later in this game.
Runs it up to 96 to record the punch out.
Toughest pitch to hit, fastball on the outer black. Man, sometimes you just got to tip your cap.
Here's Andres Jimenez. A single and a run scored and a walk. That misses.
That
ball one. And downstairs. Next offering is in for a strike.
Get up out of here.
3, and that's 2 in a row.
Wow, just great bite to that slider. Broke hard out of the zone, and he just couldn't hold up the swing. You know, as a hitter, that pitch is really hard to take, and there's just not much you can do with it. You know that, but you don't want to get rung up by the umpire.
And now here is Bo Bichette. And ball one. Though Chris, through the early stages, he hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch count. He's going to need to get some quick outs if he's going to get deeper into this game. The shortstop takes the ball. It is interesting, though, when you consider the way the game is run now. Doesn't even matter that much if your starter doesn't go that deep, because teams are really aggressively building their bullpens.
Get up out of here.
For the K. And he strikes out the side in the
Yeah,
third.
return the favor.
Impeccable command in that one.
They struck out my side. I'm going to strike theirs out.
Welcome back. Let's take a look at how the series has played out so far. That one drilled left field and foul ball. Next offering misses. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Come on, Benny.
Now a screamer into the outfield. And that gets down into the gap. Around first, heading for 2. And he's got a leadoff double.
He was all over
shit, Benny.
Solid swing from start to end. On time with everything. Really good balance. Nice extension. And he met it out front for the line drive knock.
So now the DH spot, Maurice Phelps. Swing and a miss, strike 1.
0-1's the count.
Oh, okay. You want to throw that cut in.
Second, nobody out.
Well, pretty clear to me. He was trying to go deep right there. But you got to get a pitch that you can handle.
Foul ball, it stays 0-2.
Pitch in the inside.
And that's down and away.
Come on, Junior. I need you.
That one missed. Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. And a swing and a miss. So he picks up his 6th strikeout of the ball game.
Man, that slider bearing in on your hands like that, it's just so tough to fight off. It's kind of like a cutter and just can eat you up, saw you off. Tell you what, hitters have nightmares about that pitch. Perfectly executed out there on the mound.
Hit in the air, left field. Pulls it in on the run. 2 away now.
just pulled off of it a little bit right there. That front shoulder coming open instead of staying closed. If he does that, he's going to be able to go up the middle the other way with some authority instead of a fly out to left.
Hit hard on the ground is short. Tosses to first, and that's the third out.
That's why you should have went yard, Danny. You should have went yard, brother.
Welcome back as we take a check of the current standings. Tap foul at the plate. 0-1. Swing and a foul back. That's out of play. Making 4 strikeouts in a row. Just cruising along.
Really love the pitch sequence right there. I'm telling you what, pitcher and catcher on the same page right now.
Anthony Santander at the plate. Inside, and it's 1-0. Fought off foul.
I would throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
And that's off the inside edge. 2-1. Strike on the inside corner.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Swing and a miss.
Get up out of here.
Up in the dirt. Gets the out. 2 down after the strikeout.
Well, right now he's in cruise control, autopilot, just dominating these hitters. He doesn't look like it's a fun at bat. And all of a sudden, you become in awe of this guy on the mound. Somebody's got to break this thing up. That's 5 straight strikeouts. Got to put a ball in play.
2 down, nobody on. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Next offering in there for a strike. That's strike 1.
1-1.
Come on, send them packing.
2 down, nobody on.
6 in a row.
Swing and he breaks his bat. Witt now the throw to first on
Let's
the
go.
run. And it beats him. What a play. Through 4. We're deadlocked at 2 apiece. Welcome back. Quite a pitcher's duel so far. Here's how the starters have performed up to this point. Blackburn back to work. Just off the inside edge. India, 28 years old, and he's a former Rookie of the Year. Next offering is in for a strike. Oh, that got away from him. And he's going to reach on a hit by pitch to lead off the inning. Back to the top of the lineup. Here's the left fielder, Dairon Blanco, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. And that one fouled off.
On the mound, he had a little trouble back in the first, but it's been a different story the rest of the way. Really settled into this outing nicely.
Close, but called a ball. And 1-1.
Just missing off the plate there, according to the umpire, and out there on the mound, maybe trying to get an explanation. Can't say he's convinced, but it looks like he's accepted it.
Swing and a miss.
Come on,
and it's
Blanco.
1-2.
There it is.
And a base hit on the line.
There it is.
Lead runner holds up. They're at first and second with nobody out.
We don't see this a whole lot anymore where hitters with 2 strikes are willing to shorten up, tighten up, and try to hit the ball back up the middle other way. He was trying to hit that hole, I believe. Very good at bat with 2 strikes.
Next to hit, Carson Rocafort. India at second, Blanco at first with no outs. Ripped to right. Springer there makes the catch. Runner tags at second. The relay to third. He's in there. And a dangerous hitter coming to the plate. Now at the plate, Bobby Witt Jr. He's already homered in this game. He swings and misses at the first pitch. 0-1. Action in the pen down there. Ryan Yarbrough up and throwing. Green also getting ready.
There it is.
Liner,
It's
and
my
this could be trouble.
motherfucker boy.
One
He's my
runs
dude.
in. Santander gets it back in quickly. Runner holds at third, so just one across on the play.
Well, there you go. The RBI machine. Another clutch run scoring at bat.
Yeah, he's been so good in these situations. Call it clutch if you want, but his resume speaks for itself. Manager out of the dugout now, and it looks like we'll see a change on the... Chad Green ready to go.
And one thing on him, he's been really good this season at keeping the ball in the park. Not an easy guy to take deep.
Oh,
Stepping in, Salvador Perez. That's outside. Ball one. And a big swing and a miss.
Well, there's a certain point where you have to commit to what you think you see, and he guessed wrong right there. Nasty slider with just terrific bite at the end.
2 on, 1 out. Swings and misses. And that is strike 2.
Cold night tonight, Boog, and that's a pretty firm fastball right there. I tell you what, memories of getting jammed, they creeping into my mind right now.
And that one upstairs.
He really committed to that fastball up at the top of the zone. He knows that if he makes a mistake in the zone, it gets hit hard by a power guy like this. That's a nice miss right there.
You better do that.
Hit the fastball at the knees.
Better pump it at my knees.
So up now for Kansas City, Vinny Pasquantino, 1 for 2. That one at the knees for a strike.
Yeah, get that help from the umpire. Bail him out, ump.
That crosses the plate, and now they're just 1 strike away from getting out of this mess.
Hey, manager ain't got a lot of faith in these starters.
2 outs.
As soon as they get in trouble, he's pulling them out.
The top of the 5th.
Better do that shit.
But a run will score in the inning on this RBI double. It's now a 3-2 ball. Back now in Toronto. And now the right fielder, George Springer. Right through there for a strike.
Nope. Ball 1.
Yeah, we already know you're going to call mines balls. You're only calling theirs strikes.
And that is out of play.
Come on, Reagans.
Stays alive.
Make his ass chase. Make him chase. There you go, Renfro.
Right field. Renfro squeezes it. 1 away.
I just need you to get through this inning, Reagans. I know you went through a lot of pitches. You're already at 76. You only threw 5 in the third.
And it's 0-1.
He's pitching well, but not throwing a ton of first pitch strikes. Usually doesn't work out for success, but you can
That's
never
you,
predict
Blanco.
baseball.
Line to left. Makes the grab, and there's 2 gone. And now it's Dalton Varsho.
I know what this is. Defense win championships. Shit. The motto still stands.
At 95. Swing.
Come on, Rockefeller. That's all you, Rockefeller.
Nice
Let's go.
grab on the run. And that is that.
Let's go. Shit. My
Welcome back
Royals.
and take a look at some hot hitting in this series as we check out the numbers.
Watch that slider, man. Got a feeling he gonna pitch me in.
And that's through there for a strike. 0-1.
Better keep it in, brother.
And that's through there for a strike.
Well, he didn't like those first 2 pitches down an 0-2 hole. He's going to have to battle. Hope he gets a mistake.
Shit, couldn't do nothing with him.
Ball 1 there.
2 strikes.
Give me one.
That one not close. 2-2.
I know it's times I get restless, but I don't really hack that bullshit, man. Been playing impatient lately.
Good eye right there.
Come on, walk me if you want to. There we go. There we go. Quit playing with me.
So a man on base to start the inning.
And for him, that's 2 solid weeks with the hit in every game. I mean, he's run his hitting streak to 14, and let me tell you, that's no easy task. This guy's grinding out at bats. He's figuring out ways to put the ball in play and just as well do it with some authority.
Phelps gets his lead at first with nobody out.
That's old Phelps Jr.
That's out to center field.
Fuck.
Varsho makes the grab, 1 down. Here's the third baseman. 0 for 2 in this one. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter.
That was a nice slider.
Pickoff move to first, and he's back in safely.
Well, he ain't got on no grippies for nothing. He got on Ken Grippies, man. Come on.
And there's a ball.
He want to hold the ball the whole time that he got to pitch. Trying to break my concentration. Come on, Caglione.
Not close with that one. And that's ball 2. Swing and a miss. And he's down on strikes. And there's 2 down.
Good late cut for the strikeout there. That thing really got in.
Hell, that ball. He holding it.
Cutter isn't really a huge swing and miss pitch most of the time because it's not really meant to move a whole lot. You're just trying to miss the big part of the barrel and maybe get some weak contact. But that one right there did a whole lot more than that. That was a really good pitch.
Come on, India.
2 outs. Fastball for a strike. And it's 0-2.
I'm about ready to just try to steal base, man. He gonna hold the ball forever.
Green throws over, and he's back in easily. Hit in the air left field. Santander should have this one.
Bullshit.
And that is that.
It's been a rough ass series, man.
Scheduled to hit in the home half of the 6th.
Thought that series against the Braves was
and the
hard.
Blue Jays 2.
Tired of y'all.
And we're back. John Shelby with Chris Singleton in the booth.
Oh,
and
yeah.
leading off the bottom of the 6th, Christian Bethencourt.
I'm gonna put Lynch in.
On the mound now, Daniel Lynch.
And this is an important part of this game. Tight score and still a lot of outs to get. So they're looking for a big outing out of him right here to get some critical outs.
First pitch misses.
That's ball 2.
Right now, behind in the count, 2 balls and no strikes.
Come on, man. Catch your command.
You can't allow that.
And a foul ball makes the count 2-1. That's a little bit low.
Damn thing dropping down too fast. That little bitty ass accuracy bar.
And that gets the top of the zone for a strike.
3-2.
Come on, man. Punch that dude out.
Headed towards the corner.
Hurry up, Renfro.
Renfro on his horse. And a foul ball.
Man, they try to hurt my boy. Oh, come on, man. That's some bullshit, dog. Of all people, Bobby Witt.
In that AB. There was nothing cheap about the way he got that one through the infield. That was ripped. Caught out in front and didn't get under it like he would have liked, but definitely put a good swing on it.
No outs. Runner at first. Andres Jimenez next up for the Blue Jays. Gets the bunt down the right side. No look flip to first.
He's slow, man. Slow ass dude.
This couldn't have played out any better on offense. They were trying to trade it out to move the runner into scoring position, but instead they just couldn't make the play on defense. You really need to get it out there.
Bichette in the box now. Takes strike 1. That catches the zone for a strike, and it's 0-2. This one popped.
Get out my way.
Foul ground first base side. Hauls it in for the out.
Man, he just couldn't lay off right there. Those high fastballs, they just look really good because they're eye level, but they're just about impossible to get the barrel
shit,
to.
Mama, there go that
Here's
man.
Vladimir Guerrero Jr.
Push out.
That
I
one
seen him.
inside, and that is ball 1.
That's a really good take right there. Slider down and in. Very difficult to get on the same plane and do anything.
Oh, man. Ain't that something to help them out? Damn, that's going to score them 2 runs. And this time that they got that. Bullshit. Ain't that something?
Well, that at bat had a lot riding on it. Certainly a
all for you, buddy.
With the way
all for you.
Balls these days, I mean, both
all for you.
And in the outfield, there really
look at that, man. Couldn't get that to save my life.
Back behind the first and second baseman to drop a long dart in
I ain't walking him.
Santander stands in here.
You don't need to walk him. I'm pissed.
Next offering is in for a strike.
Bailed out shit.
And that one upstairs, ball 1.
That's a really good job of laying off the 0-2 high fastball.
He had hit that curveball inside.
Hitter, even though he's behind in the count.
That's down and
in. Man, come on.
Frustrating for pitchers because he fouls off so many pitches and grinds out the at bat. I'm sure there's some times where a pitcher would rather just give up a first pitch single than have to waste 6 or 7 pitches on one hitter.